National Report Court is back in session. For today's case, two tribal nations are now suing social media companies, accusing them of purposely getting kids hooked on their platforms. The Spirit Lake tribe and the Menominee Indian tribe claiming the social media giants are contributing to the disproportionality of high rates of suicide among Native American teenagers.
So it's Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, YouTube, and their parent companies all named in this suit. So we're taking up the case with National Report Court today with Rachel Kugel. She's a trial attorney, and Tom Del Beccaro is also an attorney and former California Republican Party chair. Thank you both for being on. So for the purposes of today's segment alone, Rachel, please represent the Native American tribes suing. Tom, please defend the social media platform. So let's dive in. We have this press release announcing the lawsuit. The chairperson of the Spirit Lake Nation writing, quote, "Given historic teen suicide and mental health issues on our reservation and across Indian country, Native American youth are particularly vulnerable to the negative long-term effects resulting from the intentional, profit-driven design choices being made by these social media platforms." Rachel, we'll bring you in. Walk us through this case. If you can explain how these Native American teens, as named in the lawsuit, are being disproportionately impacted by the social media sites.
Sure. So these social media giants, they're borrowing from the playbook of big tobacco, right? They are designing a product that is engineered to be maximally addictive. And they're particularly targeting children. There's a concept called the eggshell theory, right, where you take a plaintiff as you get them. And these particular plaintiffs are particularly vulnerable to this type of A, addiction, and B, finding themselves dealing with depression, drug addiction, and suicide, God forbid, as a result of this experience. And the reality is, much like akin to the cigarette cases that we saw decades ago, the proof here is going to ultimately be in the pudding. Did these companies suppress research? Did they know that this was going to be addictive and harmful? And did they have, instead of the individuals at heart, they had profits first, and they were designed to have growth at all costs, regardless of who it hurt, even if it meant the children of these Native American tribes.
All right. Well, Google has called the allegations simply not true. A spokesperson releasing a statement saying this: the allegations in these complaints are simply not true. Providing young people with a safer, healthier experience has always been core to our work. In collaboration with youth, mental health, and parenting experts, we built services and policies to provide young people with age-appropriate experiences and parents with robust controls. Snapchat also weighed in, saying, "We always have more work to do. We'll continue to work to make Snapchat a platform that helps close friends feel connected, happy, and prepared as they face the many challenges of adolescence." Tom, can you walk us through the defense here?
Well, first of all, I don't have a history of defending big social media, but I'll do my best here. Look, at the end of the day, there is no requirement that any of these products be used by any of these plaintiffs or anyone else on earth. They make an election, a voluntary election, to use this platform. And this platform, which reaches the world and the billions of people, cannot be held responsible for the actions of every single person that uses it. Now, look, America has a history of regulating, as my opposing counsel pointed out, with respect to other products, and that may come out of this. But at the end of the day, you cannot expect all the social media giants to perfect the experience of every individual. These products are meant to reach the broader public. And if there is no personal responsibility for any user,
Sure,
then you are essentially saying shut down the product.
Okay. We've heard these arguments before. Again, this specific time, though, brought forward by a tribal nation. Really interesting discussion. Attorneys, thank you. Rachel and Tom, stand by. Wanted to welcome in now NewsMax senior judicial analyst, Judge Andrew Napolitano, who's been listening in, by the way, behind the scenes. Judge, where do you land on this case?
I think both lawyers made the core of the argument. One, that children are being harmed and addicted by what they see, and the other is it's a parental responsibility. The world is filled with people trying to transfer their responsibility to somebody else. It is the responsibility of the parents to guard what the children see. It's not the responsibility of social media. So in my court, this case would be dismissed.
All right. Well done, everyone. Thank you so much for weighing in today. Attorneys Rachel, Tom, and Judge. National Report Court is adjourned.